How long does it take for my personal injury case to settle? Instead of looking at it as how long it's going to take, let's break it down into the phases of the claims process. First, you've got the file set up, kind of the investigation, and that means we're going to be contacting the insurance company, we're going to be getting claim numbers, we're going to be identifying the policies and verifying the policy limits. Phase 2 is going to be when you are treating, and of course you're treating from the beginning of the case on, but we move it in our file system. We move it over to phase 2 when phase 1's done. Now we're going to focus on treatment. It just depends on your case, but that's the treatment phase. Phase 3 is when it's going to be in the document retrieval phase. So after you finish treating, we're going to be gathering all the records from the doctors, the medical records, medical bills. We may be getting lost wage documentation so that we have what we need for your settlement demand package. The next phase is going to be that we are preparing and sending the demand. That demand package is going to be typically it's where we're demanding the full policy from the insurance company. So if it's a $50,000 policy, and if your case had serious injuries, we would be demanding the $50,000. Typically there's a 30-day deadline for them to respond. If the final offer is acceptable and you feel good about it and it's a great amount, then the case settles and we disperse within a few days. If, however, that offer is not fair, then we'll recommend litigation. So the last phase is going to be litigation, and that's when the insurance company is not being fair, they're not being reasonable, and we're not begging for money. We're going to say, look, we'll fight for it. If you're not going to do the right thing, we're not a messenger and we're not a beggar, we're a fighter. So that's when we file the lawsuit, and they either settle during the litigation process or we try the case in front of a jury and they have to pay what the jury awards.